Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Just another quick discussion on wiring harnesses for a Honda Express. This one happens to be an NA50 or a Honda Express 2, however you want to call it. But if you watch my previous video, I took this wiring harness off the bike, took all the tape that was covering everything, and I discovered a huge wiring mess in here. So what I basically had to do, I basically had to redo some of the wiring, replace it with new connections, new wires, and so forth. Now, as you can see here, this is your, this is going to your silicon rectifier, which is this piece here, which is part of your charging system. Now, if you follow this all the way down, one is going to go into this connection here, and then the other white wire comes out of your magneto. This is AC current coming out of your magneto, which is going to send it straight up to the rectifier, and then the rectifier gets it, and then it sends that out to your battery harness, which is right here. This is how Honda originally had it set up. But for some reason or another, there was a splice in between here and here, and what it was doing was that it was backfeeding back to the ignition switch. But because of the fact that this wire was messed up originally, at times I would get ohm readings, at times I would get them extremely low, at other times I would get them extremely high, and at times I would get nothing. So, so between all those erratic readings or reading as a short, I ended up just replacing the entire wire. I've replaced with the brand new bullet connectors, same thing with the yellow one. I figured, for my own peace of mind. This one's yellow one. This one actually has a function too. This goes to the light switch on the handlebar. This sends direct current straight to the handlebar switch, which is going to power your headlights and your high beam and low beam, and it's also gonna power up your horn. So now this red one here, this is going to go straight into here, and then it's going to connect to the other portion of the wiring harness going up front. The way Honda has it set up, the only red wire that you're going to have in the entire wiring harness is going to be from the ignition switch all the way up to here, and then they put it all the way down to the rectifier. And then the rectifier has two wires coming out, one where this wire would go, and then the other one's going to go to the battery harness. So this will help keep the battery nice and charged. And then you have the black and white, with the black with the white stripe and the green. These two wires actually go to the ignition coil underneath the seat. Okay, and then you have your black and white wires here, which is also part of your ignition switch and your handlebar kill switch. So both of these go to those. And then of course you have your red for your positive, that's coming from the silicon rectifier, and you have your green, which is a ground. Basically, Honda uses green for all their grounds. Okay, now, let's see here. And then the thing is that all these grounds, all these green wires that you see here, they're all conjoined at one point or another. So then, Honda also put a body ground here in the back. And then also you have the other ground that goes towards the intake manifold. So you have an engine ground and a body ground. It's kind of confusing why they set it up this way, because they all turn out to be common grounds anyway. They all wind up sharing the same connections. Like I said, I don't understand why Honda did it this way, but I guess they did it for a reason. But for my own peace of mind, what I am going to do once I get this wiring harness back together, I'm gonna make another ground wire, and I'm going to run it from the engine bolts on the bottom where the center stand would be located, and then I'm going to put it to the main bolt that holds the engine to the frame, just for my own peace of mind. And if the system is failing, it's not because of a lack of grounds, then it's got to be something else going on. But like I said, I had to basically refurbish this. These two wires here, the black and the white, and the black and the gray, these are going to go to your signal relay underneath the seat. This one originally didn't come with signals from the factory. We do that is because it's a 79, but the wiring is already there. So so if I guess they gave you an option, if you wanted to add it signals later on, you could. And then you're gonna have an orange and a blue one, which are tucked away here because I'm really not using them. So these are all single wire signals. The way that Honda set it up is that the signal houses themselves, they have a single black ground wire built into them. So that's your ground. So these are only gonna operate from a single wire. As you can see here, you're gonna find these in the back, and you're gonna find the same ones in the front inside of the headlight. So it's just a matter of waiting a couple of days for connectors to come in, the spade connectors. Once the spade connectors do come in, I'm gonna replace each and every one of these just for peace of mind, just to make sure, you know, because I know every single wire here has continuity in it, and it has anywhere between 0.0 and 0.5 ohms. So anything from 0.0 to half an ohm, you know, it's good. That means, you know, your wire, it's, you know, it's in real good shape. So you know, the brand new wires, of course, they're gonna have, you know, 0.0 or 0.1, but as long as all of these wires have continuity, then you should be fine. So that only tells me that, you know, every single wire in here, it's good to go, ready to get back on the bike. So once I have everything put back together, I'll give you guys another update. So I hope you found this information useful. It may not be a long video, detail by detail, but at least you have an idea as to, you know, what these wires do and where they go. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. Ride safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one, and take care.